And now, ladies and gentlemen, the cars is staged on the front straightaway. Tonight's feature event, the 7th round of the 2024 season, 100 laps the distance. Tonight's racing action brought to you by Murphy Tractor and Equipment. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Silver Crown in Hutchinson? Starting with a driver from the 19th position. He comes to you out of Bonterra, Missouri. Driver of the Z-Man Chevrolet Beast, Jerry Smokin' Hot Cigar Box Guitars, number 44, Danny Long. Driver lining up to the outside of row number 9, making his Silver Crown debut out of Gravois Mills, Missouri, in the Midland Performance, Wet Steps, Westmar, Maxim, Kenny's Tile, Ozark Barge and Dock Services, 03, Steve Jennington. Lining up to his inside, out of Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, driver of the Rich Wine Garage, Gertie's Chevrolet Beast, All-Star Performance, Macri Concrete, number 31, Dave Berkheimer. Going to the outside of row number 8. He comes to you out of Kaufman, Texas, driver of the Abilene Powder Coating, Boxwell Heavy Haul City Vending, Chevrolet Beast, number 48, that's Nathan Moore. And for the 15 starting spot in 15, out of Troy, Missouri, driver of the F&S Collision Repair, Kircher Chevrolet Maxim, Kaiser Wheels, number 15, Chris Fetter. Rolling from 14 tonight, he comes to you out of Shelbyville, Indiana, driver of the Crane Works, Brownies Marine Sales, Williams Chevrolet Beast, Williams Corey Racing, number 32, Greg Corey. And lining up to his inside in his Silver Crown debut, he is a 6-time champion of the Hutchinson Grand Nationals. He comes to you out of Norman, Oklahoma, driver of the Mel Hamilton Ford, Maxo Chassis, Patterson Elite Performance, David Grace Motorsports, number 61, Danny Jennings. Going for the 12th starting spot tonight. He is a 39-time winner with the Sooner Late Model Series. He is a 3-time NCRA Late Model winner at this facility. Out of Enid, Oklahoma, the Pat McVickers Oilfield Service, Westmar, Beast Chassis, Bergman Tax and Accounting, Elite Collision Services, number 160, Kip Hughes. And the driver going for the 11th starting spot tonight. She is the only woman to ever win with the USAC Silver Crown Division. Out of Muskogee, Oklahoma, the Sam Pierce Chevrolet, AP Driver Development, RE Enterprises, LSI, Sam Pierce owned, piece number 26, race fans, Kaylee Bryson. Looking to your next row from the outside line out of Alvin, Texas, he is a 4th-generation wheelman, driver of the RFL Solutions, MPD Chevrolet Legacy Autosport, Robert Wilson Racing, number 60, Trey Burke. And going from 9 tonight, out of St. Charles, Missouri, the UMP Modified Ace and the Performance Plus Global Logistics, Trainer Chevrolet Beast, Spartan Transportation, 08, Kyle Steffens. From the 8th starting spot tonight, he is a 7-time Silver Crown champion. In his 146th career start at Kingsburg, California, the Mission Foods, Wilkie Orthodontics, Glenn Farms, Clancy Ford Beast, Doran Binks Racing, number 77, Cody Swanson. And lining up to his inside at Fort Branch, Indiana, the Lucas Oil Center. Insane Graphics, Spec Chevrolet, Maxim, Pink 69 Racing, number 69, Chase Stockin. Rolling from 6 tonight, piloting the Flint Trucking and Truck Services, Kircher Chevrolet Beast, Duncan Oil, QS Composites, BCR Group number 81, the driver out of Columbus, Ohio, the tall one, Trey Osborne. And from 5th tonight, he is the 2023 Series Champion out of Sutter, California, driver of the Stida.com, CGCPA's Abacus Racing, Dozer Nuts and Bolts, Beast Velker Chevrolet Power number 22, Logan Seavey. Driver lining up for tonight is out of Auburn, Illinois, in the Apache Transport, Oak Craft Elegant Cabinetry, Avante Windows and Doors, Team Arizona Racing, Donna Power DRC number 21, race fans, Mario Klauser. And lining up 3rd out of Ione, California, driver of the NOS Energy Drink, Super Fitness, Hemmelgarn Enterprises, Speedway Ford Beast, number 91, Justin Grant. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to the front row. Lining up to the right, out of Greenfield, Indiana, he pilots the Clatton Enterprises, Willwood, Brandon Miller Racing Solutions, Penske Shocks, Hoosier Tire, Ford Beast number 6, race fans, C.J. Leary. And the driver who is now the track record holder here in Hutchinson, Kansas. He comes to you out of Coleman, Alabama, the Concord American Flagpole, Macri Concrete, High Performance Lubricants, Inferno Armor, number 9, race fans, Kevin Thomas Jr. As the drivers begin to make their way into the car, race fans, a round of applause for all the drivers who have made their way to Kansas tonight. So drivers will begin making their way into their vehicles. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin into tonight's 100-lap event, before we give the command to fire, we would like to recognize the chaplain of the Silver Crown Division, Mr. Tim Spillman. By nothing short of a miracle, after suffering a crash involving 2 semis, Tim is watching tonight. He texted Trish earlier and said, I want to let you know I saw an orthodontic surgeon yesterday due to the wreck. I cannot drive for 6 weeks. I have neck and back damage. Thank you all for your prayers and support, and God bless. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, as he has prayed so many times for us, please keep Chaplain Tim Spillman in your prayers, and a round of applause for his recovery here tonight. So review of your lineup. Again, Kevin Thomas Jr. earning the pole for tonight's event. His 3rd time he has been the quick qualifier in the USAC Silver Crown competition. The last time was behind the wheel of a Chris Dyson-owned number 9. That was at Eldora Speedway. C.J. Leary going to line up next to him in the 6. During practice, said they were struggling to find speed. They certainly found it. He was quickest overall last night. He was your quick qualifier until Kevin Thomas came out and laid down the quickest lap of the night. He will line up to the outside of our number 1. Justin Grant to the inside of your 2nd row in the number 91. Flanking him will be the 21 of Mario Klauser. Going from the 3rd row, Logan Seavey. Rolling from the inside in the Stida.com number 22. Next to him, Trey Osborne out of Columbus, Ohio, will start for the 6th position. Chase Stocking in the 69. He will roll from the 7th spot. Lining up 8th, that will be Cody Swanson. From the 5th row, inside, Kyle Steffens out of St. Louis, Missouri in the 08. To his right is going to be the driver of Alvin, Texas in 60. That is Trey Burke. Kayla Bryson in Muskogee, Oklahoma picked up the win at the Belleville High Banks. She competes in a Trans Am competition as well. Picked up a win at NOLA earlier this year. She will go from the inside of her number 6. Outside of her, Kip Hughes at Avena, Oklahoma. The late model ace will go from 12. Danny Jennings, the multi-time Oklahoma City State Fair Speedway champion, NCR race winner, ASCS race winner, 6-time champion of the Hutchinson Grand Nationals, and now making his Silver Crown debut. 3 generations of his family have contested USAC events. He will add his name to the list. He will go from 13th. Greg Corey lining up to his right out of Shelbyville, Indiana in the 32 from 14th. Chris Fetter out of Troy, Missouri, the 15 from 15th tonight. From 16th, Nathan Moore to Kaufman, Texas. The non-wing ace normally getting a start here in Silver Crown competition. A handful of starts for the driver of the number 48 machine, Dave Burkheimer, all the way from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Will go from the 17th starting spot, Steve Genneton. 1989 USAC National Midget winner. The last time he contested the United States Auto Club, 1991. Tonight fulfilling a lifelong dream of his to go green here with Silver Crown competition, and Danny Long will round out your lineup in tonight's 100-lap feature event. Well, the drivers are ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to give the command to fire. On the countdown from 3, 2, 1, drivers, start your engine! Field firing the 31. Will require a push here on the front straightaway. The car coming to life. The Toyota Racing Development pace truck bringing them around along with your Mel Hamilton Ford pace truck. Track reworked prior to this 100-lap affair, so we'll let the drivers roll around a little bit. One, check out the racing surface. Two, help get a little bit of heat back under the bonnets of these machines before we set them loose for 100 laps. These cars utilize a 360 cubic inch power plant. It is not a spec-headed division. In fact, it is a much more open engine. They can utilize cast iron and aluminum blocks. There is a weight difference if you do utilize aluminum block. Everything from topside injection to down nozzles equipped on these cars. A couple of engines are spec-headed with the American Sprint Car Series, but several. A couple of LSI engines in the field as well. Toyota engines have been utilized throughout the season. As problems for the 44, taking it down into the infield, Danny Long, the Bonterra, Missouri driver, slated to start 19th on the grid. And we'll see if he goes down into the Indy Metal Finishing work area. Indy Metal Finishing is the official sponsor of the USAC work area. Indy Metal Finishing is a family-owned and operated business with 30 years of experience in the industry. Their mission is to support their customers with an exceptional level of quality and services, conveniently located minutes from downtown Indianapolis. Indy Metal Finishing offers Type 2 and Type 3 anodizing chemical conversions, passivation, and electrolysis nickel services to motorsports, medical, military, aerospace, and manufacturing industries. Indy Metal Finishing is ISO certified and holds an FFL license. Visit them online at indymetalfinishing.com. A 96-inch wheelbase on these cars, a maximum length of 15 feet. Max fuel cell size of 75 gallons of 100% methanol. So as the field makes its way to the front straightaway, the caution lights will go dark. Race fans, they work into turns 3 and 4 for the first time here at Hutchinson, Kansas. Here come the brave and the bold of the USAC Silver Crown Division. "100 laps underway. Last time we were in Kansas, well, it was that car out front. It was Brady Bacon behind the wheel. Unfortunately, mechanical problems sidelined him as he was coming up to lap into the top 5 up in Belleville, Kansas tonight. Kevin Thomas Jr. taking off in the Chris Dyson-owned number 9 machine. He'll come around to pace the field on lap number 1. CJ Leary in the Beast class number 6. Last time on track, that car leading. Thought he had the win in the back of the Madison International. Unfortunately, mechanical problems sidelining him early. Going down several laps, and he was able to make his way back out, but taking him out of contention for the win. Justin Grant third on lap number 1. Logan Seavey chasing him off of turn number 4 around to the front straightaway. Mario Klauser currently rounding out your top 5, and that Avante Windows and doors number 21. Last time that car was on track on dirt, it was in victory lane. Mason Person behind the wheel out in Pennsylvania. Competing in Ohio here tonight, as it will be Klauser holding on to the Visponche stock and running a 6. Trey Osborne at 7. Cody Swanson, Kaylee Bryson, and Kyle Steffens currently making up the top 10. Kevin Thomas Jr. just shy of a second, his advantage right now over CJ Leary. Top 2 drivers on a breakaway from the rest of the running order for the time being right now. Looking back at the fight for the 5th position, you got Stockin coming up to, well, he's going to stalk the number 21 as he peeks down to the inside of 3. Going to bring it wide at the exit, turn number 4. Klauser holds on to position. Stockin still right there in the 69. Once again, going to try to look low as they work around into turns 1 and 2. Behind them, battle starting to tighten up as well. Further back in the field, you will see the 60 of Burke has problems. Driver slowing off of turn number 2. That is Jennington in 03. So Steve Jennington, the Missouri driver, coming to a rest off of the exit of turn number 2. Caution laps do count. So the caution coming out with 95 laps remaining. Kevin Thomas Jr. leading, C.J. Leary in 2nd, Justin Grant in 3rd, Logan Seavey in 4th, Mario Klauser in 5th, Chase Stockin has been looking for room to run to try to get around the number 21. Hasn't been able to do so far. Trey Osborne going to line up in the 7th position. Cody Swanson in 8th, Kaylee Bryson in 9th, Kyle Steffens in 10th. Trey Burke starting to close in and see if he could battle to be in the top 10 there. The caution now going to bring him to the back bumper of the 08. Danny Jennings going to line up in 12th, Kip Hughes in 13th, Cal Fetters in 14th, Nathan Moore in 15th. Greg Corey, Dave Burkheimer should round out your field. So Jennington getting a push over into turn 3 and 4. We'll see if the car is able to fire. So far, that is not the case, and problems for another driver of the back straight with the 31. Dave Burkheimer coming to a stop. So the Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania driver coming to a rest on the back straightaway. Had to get the push to fire. It is 45th career start here with the USAC Silver Crown Champ Car Series. So we'll see if Jennington works down into the Indy Metal finishing work area. Likewise for the 31, Cruz still assessing what's going on the backstretch. So not a whole lot of movement yet. Kevin Thomas from the pole leads. C.J. Leary from 2nd runs in 2nd. Justin Grant from 3rd. That's where you find him right now. Logan Seavey picking up 1 spot from 5th to 4th. Mario Klauser losing 1. He's back to 5th. Chase Stockin in the 69. Started 7th. He's up 1 position right now. Trey Osborne in the 81. Slipping back a little bit. Started 6th. He's going to run in 7th. Cody Swanson in the 77. Started 8th, that's where he runs right now. Kaylee Bryson, the 26. Started 11th. She is up to 9th, and Kyle Steffens in the 08. Slipping back 1 spot thus far. He will round out the top 10. The furrowed green flag in hand. Caution coming out with 95 laps remaining. We'll set to go back to green, showing 92 left to go. Caution laps count all the way up until lap number 98. The race must end under a green-white checkered finish. So field set to go back to green. Kevin Thomas Jr. looking to add his name to the history books here tonight. He's a 3-time quick qualifier in Odyssey Roofing qualifying. Still looking for his first Silver Crown win. Does it happen tonight? We'll find out. We're back to green. Field blazing past an Os Energy Star Can off of turn number 4. Thomas immediately going to pick up right where he left off here. C.J. Leary still sitting in that 2nd spot. The 91 of Justin Grant riding in 3rd. You'll see drivers kind of search lines up here in a couple of laps as the track will continue to progress. Coming out again, if you're just joining the broadcast, doing some work to the racetrack prior to the start of this feature event. Drivers have 3 choices of compounds in the right rear. What they qualified on is what they must run in the feature. So trying to get drivers a track that will go the distance. So far, Kevin Thomas not letting up. He just earned his quickest lap of the race. Lap number 11 with a 22.047 second lap. In fact, the top 7 all turning their fastest lap so far in this race. CJ Leary trailing by 0.930 seconds. Last time, just like before, we're seeing the top two start to break away from the rest of the field. Sitting in that third spot, still Justin Grant. The Hamilton Enterprises, NOS Energy number 91. He's got Logan Seavey, just a couple of car lengths back from him. Mario Klauser still running the Bismarck. Chase Dawkins still right there, just like we saw before the caution. Kind of peaking high, peaking low, not letting the 21 get out of his sight, though. As they work into turns 3 and 4 again, he's going to turn the car a little bit early. Tries to go down to the bottom and catch the moisture. Klauser with better momentum on the outside. Able to keep the 69 and pay for the time being as they work into turns 1 and 2. Up the racetrack, the 21 onto the cushion. 69 again, working down to the bottom. Gets a little tight off the right rear, saw it kind of rear up and then move up the racetrack, brings it back underneath him. As up front, Kevin Thomas. 9/10 of a second a couple of laps ago. It was 7/10 last time. Now it is 8/10 of a second. They'll have a slower car coming up here, the 31. Dave Berkheimer, who had come to a rest under the last caution, was able to restart. Steve Jennington, unfortunately, done as he sits down in the infield. Nice race number 9, going to get to the outside of the 31, goes him on the back straightaway. That did allow Leary to make him a couple of car lengths. See if he does anything as they work into turns 3 and 4, still trailing by several, though. As they work off the turn number 4 to the front straightaway, coming around the click off. Lap number 16. There's Kevin Thomas over CJ Leary. Justin Grant now has closed in on that battle. A couple laps ago, the top two at a pretty good distance. Now they're going to open it back up here on the NOS Energy number 91. 0.6 of a second from first to second. It is 1.515 seconds from first to third. Logan Seavey still running the fourth position in the City.com, number 22. Mario Klauser still running in fifth. Chase Stocker running in sixth. Trey Osborne in seventh. Cody Swanson in eighth. David Bryson in 9. Kyle Stephens in 10. Trey Burke in 11. Danny Jennings in 12. Kip Hughes in 13. Chris Vedder and Nathan Moore with Greg Corey and Dave Berkheimer currently rounding out your running order. Berkheimer, for the time being, is the only driver laps down to the leader. About a half a straightaway between your leaders and the back of the field now. Again, that deficit for Leary has been bouncing around about 3/10 one way or the other. He's brought it back to 0.6 of a second, and problems over in turns 3 and 4. Driver slowing in the outside line. Caution lights will come on. As looks like Kip Hughes with problems over in turns 3 and 4. The late model ace going to make his way down into the infield. We'll see if he goes into the Indy Metal finishing work area. So Kip Hughes, who is the promoter down at Enid Speedway, mentioned for the races this weekend, has been fantastic. He just has to focus on the race car, doesn't have to worry about anything. Unfortunately, though, it looks like his Silver Crown debut might be coming to an early end. As we have 80 laps remaining. Again, caution laps do count. So the caution lights will go dark. The Toyota Racing Development pace truck will make the turn down into the infield. Kevin Thomas Jr. leading. CJ Leary in second, Justin Grant in third, Logan Seavey in fourth, Mario Klauser in fifth, Chase Stockin in sixth, Trey Osborne in seventh, Cody Swanson in eighth, Kaylee Bryson and Kyle Steffens your top 10. They'll come back to green with 79 laps to go. Once again, working by the Nos Energy Sarcan. Snaking down to the bottom side of turns 1 and 2. We'll see if anybody breaks rank this time into turns 3 and 4. Track about halfway up over in turns 3 and 4. Into 1 and 2. Likewise, Kevin Thomas going in and cheating into one, letting the car drift up and grab the cushion about midway through as he launches onto the back straightaway. Already out to just shy of 9/10 of a second. Is .827 between himself and CJ Leary right now. Leary, the last couple of restarts, has been able to hang right up with your leader. Now the field more or less kind of keeps a little bit better pace with them. Kevin Thomas still setting a torrid pace in this one. CJ Leary, Justin Grant, Logan Seavey, Mario Klauser are still in your top 5. Once again, Stocking trying to take a peek and see if he can get by for that 5th spot. Once again, looking low into turns 3 and 4. He runs about at par with lower. On the racetrack, then the 21 machine that time. We'll see where he sets the car this time into turn number 1. Likewise, again, down to the bottom. Tries to pull up alongside Klauser. Nothing happening there, but still a good launch on the back straightaway. Both cars catching grip about the same time. We'll see if he changes things up on entry here again, down to the bottom now. Taking in just a tick lower than they did last time. Still nothing there to get a run on the Avante windows and doors over 21. Tries the bottom once again. In the battle for the 5th spot, still not able to get there. He might have a pair of battles shaping up here. Race for the 3rd position in front of them. Looked like Seavey was about to get a run on the 91 of Justin Grant at the exit turn number 2. In fact, he's going to peek down to the bottom. Here comes Seavey in 22. Grant took it wide, and he's going to lose his spot to the front straightaway. Justin Grant going to get the 3rd spot in the front straightaway. We have 72 laps remaining now, side by side behind him. Here comes the 69 to Stockton, working the inside of the 21 of Mario Klauser. He's going to drive it in about 10 foot deeper and take the spot away. Brings it up, grabs the cushion. Now Klauser going to try to turn back to his inside. Jockey positions for the 5th spot. Advantage will be to the Lucas Oil Center, number 69. Jay Stockton takes the position away from Mario Klauser. Osborne running in 7th, Swanson in 8th, Bryson and Steffens. That's your top 10 as we go back and take a look at the front of the field. CJ Leary just turning his fastest lap of the race at a 21.935. Doing so on lap number 29. Logan Seavey also picking up the pace here. Just turned his quickest lap with 30 on the books at a 22.068. Right in that 3rd spot. Getting by Justin Grant just a few laps ago. Grant continues to hold on to the 4th position. Stocking in 5th, Klauser in 6th. Osborne in 7th, Cody Swanson in 8th, and he's got company. Kaylee Bryson. That AP driver development number 26, closing on the Mission Foods number 77. Within about a car length that time through turns 1 and 2. Swanson entering low, bring the car to the middle. Bryson more through the center groove that time through turns 3 and 4. She'll bring her down to the bottom side of the speedway through turns 1 and 2. The 77 reporting top side that time. A little bit better momentum as they work onto the back straightaway. Quick check on your leader. It continues to be Kevin Thomas Jr. in 9. CJ Leary consistently since the start of this one has ranged from that 0.6 to 0.9 of a second gap on the number 9 machine. Last time 0.796. Traffic once again starting to come into view. It is Thomas, Leary, Seavey, Grant, Stockton, Klauser, Osborne, Swanson, Bryson, Steffens your top 10. Burke, Jennings, Vetter, Moore, Corey. That rounds out your field. Closing in about as close as he has. They're throughout this entire race here. C.J. Leary has brought it under a half a second. Traffic coming into view. A three-time winner with the series, trying to add a fourth one. Kevin Thomas Jr. trying to add his first. Eagle streak onto the back straightaway, goes to the high side of the soil machine. Able to clear as they work into turns 3 and 4. C.J. Leary likewise on the outside. Lap car not going to hold him up. 37 laps in the books. And problems with the back straightaway for the 60. It's a massive puddle down just inside of the racetrack. He is right on the edge of the speedway. He's going to hop out. Ooh, my, problems. Trey Burke in the 60 was slowing off the exit to number 2. A little bit of rain overnight, and there's a few puddles sitting just inside of the racetrack over the back straightaway, and boy, he found one of them. Absolutely soaked the car. The good news, he was able to hop out and walk away. "37 laps in the books." Caution coming out, lap number 38. Again, laps will continue to count up until lap number 90.